Hey Gallius, how's my audio? Because I'm completely not used to this. Am I too loud? Is the game too loud? Cool. Okay. As you can see, I've already done an open shift and a standard shift. I've beaten. Yeah, the game is a little bit quiet right now. Hey Mitsu. I've beaten the game on standard mode and open shift. I started an Iron Man mode, but what I'm going to do now is I am going to start a limited shift. I've been playing far too much of this game lately. Humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated to a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged, the Shipbreaker. The labour is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. Okay, I'm just going to power through this. Limited spares. Doesn't matter. I don't think there's any difference in these. Let's go with chicken. Skip training. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, he says, and then immediately explodes. Yeah, I have been having far too much fun with this game lately. I love the music. Fun little tidbit. This guy is the cutter whose station you take over. He managed to pay off his debt the hard way. So, yeah. Welcome to Morrigan Station. Yeah, we're going to skip that. It's literally, this is, we're taking your genetic profile and we're going to clone you, and you've died, but we brought you back, and yeah. It's a lot of stuff that takes time to do. Anyway, the basic premise is you start 1.2 billion dollars in debt to the company. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I'm getting all of this because I skipped the training. You'd normally go through like 2 or 3 shifts of training, but yeah, that's your debt. 1.252 million in debt.
Hey, Cutter. Welcome aboard. The name's Weaver.
Yeah.
I'm the foreman for yourself and
Yeah.
a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. Now, welcome to your new home. There's everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation. Something. Around here, we just call it your hab. All right. Let's start a new shift and pick your first shift to work on.
Yeah, I was going to say, once Weaver shuts up. I skipped over the breakdown of what your debt is, but basically it's bringing you up to orbit, giving you the basic shipbreaker training, doing your like setting up your habitation, setting up your meals, setting up your utilities, giving you your suit, your tools, shipbreaker training, all of that stuff. So yeah, your cutter, your grapple, your thruster pack, your scanner, helmet and suit. Demo charges come in later. Those are not a now thing. But yeah, it's capitalism taken to its natural extreme. Oh yeah, it buys all this stuff to start with, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's get it out there. To start with, you don't get much in the way of like stuff to do. Like this one is valued at 5.7 million. That's if you manage to take everything, like put the entire ship where it's supposed to go. Let me just get out there. Let me show you. Okay.
It's all yours, Cutter. Now try to remember. Nanocarbon goes in the processor. Aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship.
Okay.
Using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way. Start knocking out that debt fury. Okay. Your primary goal is to get to the next range. Good luck out there, Cutter. Weaver out.
Right. Each shift is 15 minutes, and you have that long to yank off as much of the ship as possible. I am so used to having a better. I'm so used to having the top level tools. But yeah, I'm gonna try and explain this as I do this, because I can't sit and explain because I have a limited amount of time. But if you look in the bottom there, just above where it says structured titanium, it has blue processor. That goes in the blue hole over there. These antennas, see where it says barge in green? That goes down here into the green bay at the bottom. And there's other stuff that'll have red furnace, and that goes into the red fire pit of hell in the back there. Yeah, glass, for example. So your goal is to cut up as little as possible so you can get as much as possible into the various areas so you can pay off that incredible amount of debt that you've been put into. I've gotten pretty good at tearing apart these tiny little ships. I can usually, if I focus down completely on it, get like 80 to 85% of it done in one whole shift. Probably not going to be able to do that while I'm streaming it, because, viewer interaction. But it's very zen. Once you get into it, you can just lose yourself in just breaking the ship. Ow, my eyes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, those yellow and black sections are specifically designed cutting points, so you can take the outer shell off the ship. You know, you don't get any credit for leaving those intact, and it's usually easier to cut the pieces apart than try and move entire, like, halves of a ship hull until you get the better grapple, at least. Split saw is a very, very double-edged sword. Hey, distinctive name. How's it going? Oh. Yeah, I'm so used to having the top tier grapple, and I'm used to having tethers, to be fair. I'd be throwing these things, I'd just be like using tethers to throw those into the things until I get the better grapple. I'll explain tethers when they come up, because they'll be like the next thing I buy. Go, 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 thank you. Yeah. One thing that you have to be very careful about is the fuel tanks. If you knock them too hard, then they tend to get very angry and explode. I doubt I will get to it in this stream, but I will be planning on streaming this a little bit more over the course of the next few insert time frame here, and I'll be able to show you exactly what happens when things explode, because they explode very, very violently. Yeah, Weaver. I've got it. Is there any... No. Sometimes there's like O2 bottles in the ships, but not today, it seems. Yeah, you'll be seeing me use a few techniques that are a little bit advanced. Oh, for crying out loud. Give me a second. Goodbye, bot. Oh yeah, they definitely do. And it's even said in game, like the in-law thing is, Weaver says tethers are your friends. And they really are. They are legitimately one of the best pieces of kit you will get. Because they let you like do stuff like putting that nacelle into the thing without having to babysit it. But yeah, you'll be seeing me use a few tactics in here that just like speed up the game immensely. Like early on, your thrusters aren't that fast, so to get back to the master jack and all of that quickly, you can grab on, use your tether, your grapple, to latch on to solid bits of the terrain and pull yourself like Spider-Man in space. you can grapple swing your way around. You don't have to use your thrusters to maneuver. Exactly, Space-Man. do, do, do. Yeah. Oh yeah, these things with the yellow patterns on them, they become important in like I think it's based on the number of shifts you do, not the like your rank. But yeah, they become important to like a little side plot. You can't do anything with them until that side plot comes up. They don't have any value monetarily to your debt. Why don't I do that? That thing can go in there. There's one hole.
Ship's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make it count. Keep her out.
Airlock goes in there. Yeah, one of the major things, if you look at the top there, that big yellow bar that's been filling up, that is how much of the ship you've managed to successfully break. Get in there. Go, go. There we go. And I think you can just see a teeny tiny little sliver of red at the right hand side. That's how much you've destroyed.
I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform and fill up your own chute with staff. Keep her out.
Yeah, you've usually got enough time to do one more thing before doing that. Okay, and another way of moving around. You can grab onto surfaces using like micro versions of the grapple beam that are built into your gloves, and it's usually for if you need to depressurize a ship violently. It's so that you don't get blown around and like crack your visor on on the wall or something. But if you run out of thruster fuel, you can use your grapple and your gloves to maneuver around. Yeah, so it does have a does have an it has a use outside of just being a bracing. Go, go. Yep, not strong enough for that. I need tethers for that until I get the better grapple beam. Yank off the front. Give me that light. Give me that light. Get in there.
Not much left of this ship, sir. About
You
1 minute
go
remaining.
in there. Ah, I left bugger. There's cut points on you. I forgot about the nanocarbon surround on the cargo door. That was my bad. Right, I cannot do anything more with this because I can't move. Damn it. Right, that wasn't too bad. It gives you a detailed breakdown of what you destroyed, what you've, what everything costs. So you can, once you learn this, you can focus down on the really expensive stuff. Like, for example, like the nanocarbon and panel nanocarbon. That's the outer frame of the ship. Welcome back. Yeah, the outer frame of the ship. Yeah, the big heavy panels. Oh yeah, this is full release. This is full release now. It's complete. It's feature complete. The story can be finished now, and yeah, it's so good. But yeah, the nanocarbon outer frame is what you really want to focus on, like really early until you get higher, your higher ranks. Because as you rank up, you get more hazards and more stuff gets added to the ships you can break. Like rank 4. Oh yeah, done that several times. Done that accidentally several times. I was doing a ghost ship, and there was an AI node on the reactor. I had my cutter at the wrong angle, and it clipped through the reactor to hit the node, and the reactor went in my face. Tell you, that was fun. Yeah, hazard level 3, because I am now rank 4, I get a hazard level 3, which gives me electricity hazards. That's power nodes, power generators, electrical wires, etc., etc. Oh, yeah, I've done that before as well. And trying to cut the scaffolding out of the center of a javelin tanker, and accidentally clipping the giant fuel tank in the middle of that. Done that several times. I love the XLab mackerel. I love that shit. That is a really lovely little ship. Oh, don't get me started on coolant lines. Do not get me started on coolant lines. Yeah, spares, genetic backup. Oh, it's so good. Right. Oh yeah, I should probably go through this. As you rank up, you see like the 5, 7, 10, 16. As you rank up, you can unlock better upgrades for your tools. Tethers. 110,000% need tethers. Yes, basically it's an energy rope that you can attach to anything, and it will pull things together. Yeah, can be used to pull objects into the processor furniture barge. Yeah, you can also tether things together, like if you have like 2 or 3 panels of the outer hull, you can just like pump, and tether them together, and then tether one thing in there, and they'll just train. I'm pointing, you can't see me, but they'll just train into where you tether the one thing. It's so good. I don't have anything else until rank 5. Okay. Your equipment degrades, as you can see, 86, 90. It's generally, as soon as your tool starts becoming unusable, you want to repair it. You can buy repair kits. You start with 5, but you can buy repair kits from the kiosk outside. Sometimes you'll find them in the ship as lootable pickups. There's 800,000 left in this. Yeah, I'm going to go back out. I'm going to finish this up.
Gunner, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Beanswood. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the new thing. What are you talking about?
Get in there.
That. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, don't worry about those red things. They don't matter for the suit patch kits and thruster fuel and oxygen tanks, etc. They don't have any credit value.
Better.
Oh, hey, I'm kind of caught.
Mike's still busted, huh?
Oh, yeah, still waiting on the record.
Heaven forbid that he's dysfunctional here.
I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Gunner, I added you to the sector comms channel.
Yeah, this shift is going to be super short because I just wanted to get the
Time to time.
butt plate and the internal frame into the thing,
Bye.
because also on top of earning more tickets for buying upgrades to your tools, rank 5 and the end rank, I'm pointing again, the end rank on your salvage thing usually gives you repair kits, and that's one of your primary sources of getting them, as you can see, repair kit. So each salvage rank gives you a set of mastery points which rank you up, and links tickets which are used to buy upgrades for your tools. So if you do rank 1, you get, for this example, you get 16 mastery points and 6 link tickets. Then you get 16 again for rank 2 and another 8 links tickets. These accumulate on top of each other. And the end goals usually give you a repair kit. And that's basically what they mean by using the whole buffalo. You know, as Weaver said, yeah, that barely broke me even. But yeah, start shift. I can't do anything. Right. I love the Exolab. Let me show you. Let me show you its features. Right, Space to man, does whatever a Space Man can. Because it's got these giant antennas on the outside and boom, boom, done. And solar batteries, and it's just a joy to cut apart. See what I mean by tethers being your friends? Boom. Especially until you get the better grapple. You know, you're gonna need to use tethers to move anything heavy. Yeah, with any kind of speed. Really? That was unintentional. Yeah, unfortunately, if you break things like I just did with the split saw, yeah, you have to chuck it in as scrap. Yeah, I destroyed so much just then. Oh, man. Like I was saying, that's the split saw's Achilles heel. It's situational. You do not want to be using it all the time, but sometimes you have to use it, and there's always the possibility that you will accidentally cut something in half that you really don't want to cut in half. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Especially if you're cutting around the reactor or fuel tanks or coolant tanks or anything like volatile. You know, that can cause a cascade. I had a... what was it? Oh. Yeah, I had a... I want to say one of the geckos. I think it was a salvage hauler. And I accidentally clipped the fuel line, and it cascaded into the reactor going critical. I think I was pulling stuff out of one of the side rooms, and it clipped through the wall, clipped the fuel line on the other side of the wall. That caused the fuel line to ignite, and that caused the fuel tank to detonate, and then the detonation of the fuel tank caught the reactor, and that went exploding. It was not. It was bad news bears.
Applying credits to account. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Oh, bunnies.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Warning. Oxygen reserves are dropping. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Process. Transferring credit. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Warning. Oxygen reserves critical. Oxygen levels stabilizing. Material deposited. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit request processing. Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Oh, hey. There's oxygen canisters in here. But yeah, see, there's tool repair kits that you can just pick up inside the ship sometimes.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And to be fair, Distinctive, you can hook the parts of the ship to pretty much anything, anywhere, and peel it open. And I've used the HAB platform to rip the front off of ships before.
Applying credit. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Yup.
Salvage
You go in there. You go over there. Go. 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 You go that way. Yeah, I get that distinctive. I tend to use them more for traversal rather than like what they're supposed to be used for. Because I'm awkward like that. Yeah, ask Ilias, ask Mitsu. They know me. Boom. Right. Doop. And doop. Is that everything? I think it was. Yeet. Coming back down to this level is so irritating. Because when you get used to the top level gear, it's you're able to move like vast swaths of a ship just using the grapple. You don't need the tethers, and you almost feel like a god just moving these chunks of ship around. And then you come back down to this kind of level, and yeah, you are a weak little baby man again. Oh hey, it's not a low bearing table this time.
Equipment durability is dropping. Keep an eye on it. You don't want to be dangling in the wind with busted tubes. When you see it happen, head on back to the hab. Use repair kit to pick them up.
Give. Boom.
Looks like you used your last tether.
do that next shift, Weaver. I don't really think I'm going to be coming out for the rest of the skeleton on this ship. I'm used to having the other scan modes. It's fine. I'll do. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Distinctive. Using wimpy starter gear with like the techniques I've learned from like playing nearly 40, 50 hours of this. Oh. Oh, Kojima is is a very special kind of man. But yeah, I've been doing this for, I've been playing this game religiously for like 50 plus hours. Actually, hold on, 54.1 hours I've got in game on this. And I've completed through the storyline twice. So I've got quite a few of the advanced techniques down. I'm not the fastest. I'm not even going to pretend to be the fastest. Because there's people there that can strip apart the Atlas ships in like 2 shifts, 3 shifts.
Hey, Rook. I was thinking our crew should practice your skills. You know, shoot the breeze, fantasize about a debt-free life and all that.
And
That's gonna happen anytime soon.
I do suggest you give it you try and get through it, Distinctive, because there's right at the end, like the like right before the end of the campaign, there is a special salvage called Industrial Action, and that's where you,
And Kylo.
yeah.
Well,
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's very satisfying.
hasn't really taken off. Link calls him a low earner. As for me, I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. I just need enough to get me one of those mining skips. You know, for belt running. Still so many rich rocks along the frontier line. Eventually want to hire some friends from back home. Oh, the Airs platform. Around Mars? Good people. But work's hard to find there. Don't know when that'll be, though. Just when I think I'm earning at a steady clip, there's another fine or fee. This job's fun as hell and all, but I got other plans. Maybe you do too. Anyway, don't want to get a fine for tying up comms? Kidding! That's not a thing. I don't think. Either way, good luck, Rook. Blue out.
I like Lou. And I've heard a lot of people say that she's annoying, but she's just one of those that knows what she wants, and like she's not afraid to say. Bunny character D. Bunny character D is a popular children's video character. An anthropomorphic pink rabbit, it was one of dozens of characters introduced as Pan-Terran media conglomerate's Fun Friend Animals plot pilot program. The programs featured a wide range of stylized animal-based characters, and heavy psychological analysis was used to determine which of these characters were most popular. Despite appearing very similar to bunny characters A, B, C, E, and G, bunny character D was determined to be the most popular among children aged 4 to 12. Interestingly, bunny character F, while being the least popular with this age group, reportedly due to disturbing facial features, proved most popular among those aged 25 to 40 and is featured in a series of videos and games for adults. Several of the program's characters, notably Moose character, Pigeon characters A to C, and Salmon character, were determined to be unpopular because they were based on animals that had been extinct for over 100 years. In their latest video series, Bunny Does the Right Thing, Bunny character D opens an ice cream shop in New York. However, after blight rats infest the shop, the health administration forces the shop to close. Many of Bunny character D's friends encourage them to apply for government small business assistance to help them get a new shop. However, a wise government official helps Bunny character D understand that the best thing they can do is not apply, as this would unnecessarily draw valuable finances away from the government that could be used for the betterment of society elsewhere. The moral of the story is to trust in market forces and in government to make the best decisions for everyone. The reactors. Yes, classroom reactor. This is by far the easier of the two types of reactor you run into, but they can still detonate in your face quite spectacularly. Right, I've got a bunny. Okay, have fun, guys. I want you to make mistakes. Actually, no, hold on. I have a new rank, so I can boom and boom and more boom and that. More thruster. Ballcocks. I'll be able to get the... Yeah, I'll be able to get that next time. Oh, right. Who else is still around? Which ship would you like to see next? Because we've got an Atlas Scout, a Mackerel Heavy Cargo, a Station Hopper. These things I hate with a burning passion. I despise these things. Because a lot of their value is tied up in seating and computer monitors inside of an enclosed box of internal framework. So you have to cut out a hole in the side of this internal box to be able to pull stuff out, and it takes so long. Station hoppers usually take me like 2 or 3 shifts, just to get everything out of them. Light cargo. I love the Exolab. I really do. The Exolab is probably my favourite of the mackerel variants. Light cargo. Light cargo's okay. Heavy cargo is also okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do an Exo Lab doesn't have a reactor. I'll do a light cargo while I'm waiting for people to come back. I think it's next rank I'm gonna want to be very careful when doing this specifically. Oh hi. Because I think it's hazard rank 5 that has pressurized ships. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. E. Easy. Easy. Boom. Boom. Get over here. Yeah, one thing that you really need to be careful is reeling these things in, because generally the tether line, if you're not careful, grabs at the middle, and if you reel them in too fast, you can smash your faceplate completely in. I've done that far too many times, and it doesn't get any more fun every single time you do it. Right, poor star. Thrust of fuel's useless. Darn. Right. Inject the thruster. Right. No. Yeah. I got it. Let me out. Let me out. That's one thing I'm sad about when you get to the bigger ships, you can't just yank off the like the cockpit con pod like that and chuck it in on its own. It's always solidly connected to the rest of the ship. I always like just ripping that neck section off and just yeeting that into the furnace on as a lump. But different ships, different makes, different models. Okay. It's a shame that these thruster fuels don't. Both of those thruster fuels are just broken. Okay. Fuel.
Got about 5 minutes left in this ship, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
My face.
Warning. Oxygen low. Note that oxygen costs can be reduced through good breathing practices.
Right. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's all. That's just fabric. There we go. That's you. Well, I just unlocked the Atlas Scout.
Tether supplies running low.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if people wanted to see something specific. I just did a light cargo while I was waiting for people to come back. Right, that looks like everything I can safely do. Boom. Oh, I forgot one of the power cells. Blast. That's a dirt move. That is a dirt move. Right. That's gonna be pressurization. I wish I could skip these. This is one issue I have. I wish I could skip these because I've heard these so many times.
But you've probably noticed Link doesn't take great care of us. Up until maybe 100 years ago, workers like us would sometimes form these groups called unions and go toe-to-toe with the company. They'd argue for better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing. Link was actually part of getting rid of them. But some of us are trying to bring it back. I can tell you're a good person and a hard worker. The company needs your work. It's still that way. So I thought you might be interested in the union news group. There are new messages every couple of days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Sit on the fence.
Whatever.
Generally, don't know about it. Weaver and Dee are a bit too by the book. Kaido is just too anxious. Poor kid. But I
Poor
wanted
kid.
you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I... Okay, spiel over. See you in the yard, Rook. Flew out.
Okay.
Hello, Shipbreaker.
Ah, the Nomad. This is an interesting ship. It's a bit bigger than the Mackerel. You know, the macros that I have been doing. And yeah, pressurization. I love pressurization. Ugh. Right. Hey, Rook. Yeah. Union News Group. Oh. I got a cert point, so let's go. Heat. Very important. Helmet. Oxygen. 11 points. I do not have enough for... No. Actually, hold on. It's not gonna matter. Nomad. Let's go with Let's go with a scout patrol. Okay.
Morning there, Cutter.
Morning, Rook. Oh, hot tip. You know all those supplies you can buy at the kiosk? You can actually scrounge a lot of that stuff for free from the ship.
Come on now, Lou. You know that's incorrect.
That's just because they want us to spend every penny at the company store.
It's also not safe. Nor sanitary.
Come on. What?
You know how long that stuff has been
Added
sitting
pics, you
around?
mean pictures of the actual ship? Yeah, they've had those for a while.
Weren't they sealed, Beaver?
Oh, probably well past their expiry date.
Okay, well, it's not like I'm saying to steal power cells and flip them on the black market.
Look, Lou. I need you to try and follow the rules now, you hear?
Yeah, whatever, boss. Catch you later, Rook. Blue out.
Cutter, I encourage you not to huff any old can of oxygen, right? But if you do,
Oh wow, yeah.
just monitor your vitals after. Oh, and for God's sake, don't eat anything you find. Anyway, have a good shift. Holler if you need me.
Oh yeah, check this out. Boom. That's a beautiful sight.
Well, that's good. You know, no matter how many times I see that old wheel get fired, it never ceases to amaze me. You want there one day.
Oh yeah, these thrusters are a pain in the backside. Because check out what you have to do.
Clock's ticking now, Cutter. Get in there and hit that shut-off switch.
Have to yank that out, and then you have to scooch all the way in here, and ugh.
That's it, Cutter. Real satisfying to work a part like that, don't you think? I'll leave you to it from here. We're out.
I have a feeling that there was supposed to be an entire tutorial section on just these type of on just the quasar thrusters, but it got omitted somehow, or for for some reason. Because that sounds like like the end of a tutorial section on how these thrusters function. Okay. Really? No. Cut. Thank you. That is always harrowing every single time I do it. They only get worse. But Zephyr, how can they get worse? You see those little, these little regulator things in the middle? Yeah, those. There's more of those, and you have to fly around them. Okay, let's cut out these fuel regulators. Don't try this at home, kids. The one ship that really gave me trouble for the longest time was the roustabout tug. You know, the one with the big pads on the front, and the 4 of those thrusters I just disassembled. Because I made the mistake of disconnecting those thrusters from the hull, and then trying to put them into the... And then trying to put them into the... you know, trying to disconnect them. Yeah, that's the wrong thing to do, because those things will spin out and explode on you. And I have been crushed by those things so many times. No, go in. Oh, underbelly full of piping. That's... oh. That sounds like the Gecko salvage. Or it might have been one of the javelins, one of the javelin tankers. Oh yeah, the furnace doesn't have quite as much intense suck anymore. Give me that buster, give me that buster. Repair kit. Repair kit. Repair kit. Yeah. If you die, you can't salvage stuff. I get it. I get it. Thank you. Oh, buster. Oh, data drive. Oh, jackpot on posters. Nice. That's 3. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right, where is the reactor? The reactor is right there. Okay. You facing down? You are facing down. That's a first. Okay, let's get the nose of this thing. Let's not burn myself with my own tool. Let's get the nose of this thing off. Let's not aim directly at the fuel tank either. Okay. You go that way. You go that way. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. The way I deal with class 1 reactors, clear a space, tether it, and it just sorts itself out. Boom, done. Tethers will rip things off of their mountings, so you can do stuff like that, and it's so satisfying just to yank and yeet. Right, barge. Let's cut the canopy off. Okay, canopy goes yeet. That goes yeet. Yeah, these Atlas ships are a little bit bigger. They usually take a little bit longer, but as you can see, if you know what you're doing, you can whittle the time down. I'm not going to be able to finish this ship in its entirety because there's still a whole bunch of stuff on the inside. There's like that entire section of computers. I think you can just see it just in the back there. Yeah, and that's a good... Ow! Yeah. See, that's what can happen if you yank on these things a little bit too hard. Right, there's no suit patch kits in there, so... Yeet! Ugh. Yeet. Patch kit. Oxygen. There we go. I've only got one tether left while I'm here. Tethers. Yeah, that's a... That's a very common thing that can happen if you when you yank in these big storage bins, because they have quite a bit of mass to them. So when you're reeling them in, they keep their inertia. And generally speaking, you've got hold of them from the middle. So it is pulling them from that middle section rather than from the end. And yeah, I've smashed open my entire suit, like faceplate, with those things. Nearly ended my Iron Man run on my second ship. Just by doing that. I tell you, my sphincter was so puckered during that entire section. I think I was literally like half a second away from dying. You know when they say like brown alert mode? This was like brown alert to the power of 20,000. it was it was it was exhilarating and infuriating because I knew that I'd screwed up. Right, get out of here. Get out of here. Clobbing myself in the back of the head with the airlock as well before. Literally lassoed it around behind me and, you know, like went to yeet it like that and it just like smacked me in the back of the head. Right. Where is the power cells on the inside? I see. Nope.
One minute left till the end of the line, Cutter. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Now Weaver, we know there's nothing you wouldn't do. I kid. Weaver's a good bean. Yeah, I saw that storage box. I don't even remember where it was. Ladder. No. What? Dude, I'm not even affiliated.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Hey there, Russ. Thought we thought the most reliable email service. Now, I'm getting pettier and doing well. They're uncensored history. Eh, sometimes it's comedy. Sometimes, sometimes it's gold. Either way, it's the potential to prove a cause that might become a dark horse. And the pettiness simply doesn't stop there. We see other habit owners use this to explode. Make a few Facebook ads. Maybe post one or two tech files. Hopefully it'll spark a better sense of the wider world. Worse than all, have fun. Later, Russ.
Hey there, Rook. Reva got busy and asked me to review your salvage records today. I saw you snagged an old data drive on that ship. Look, I know that the networks on Earth don't really give you the full picture about what's going happening across the colonies. Don't want you getting a read on what's actually going on off Earth. Those data drives, though, they're uncensored info, and they'll give you the full view. Sometimes it's useless junk, someone's recipes, bad photos flexing in front of the mirror. Other times it's a corporate rail mail or a ship captain personal log. Anyway, don't tell Weaver about this, but I'm sending you some software that will extract the usable data off of these things. You'll see a new data recovery tab on your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation tends to mangle most of the data, but you should be able to pull a couple of intact files off each drive. Hope it gives you a better sense of the bigger world, what's and all. HAB posters, HAB poster, HAB poster. I love finding the posters. And do. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. I love setting up like the I think the data on the drives only exits the loot table, air quotes, once you actually extract it. I don't exactly know how it works, but I'm pretty sure that you can't miss any of the data drive stuff. Yeah. Phonotext reading. Oh.
Phonotext reading. The Stellar Commission. Part 2.
It wasn't until 2283. The Stellar Commission found the grit we deserved from them for so long. It is here where we can chalk up a clear win. Advanced AI systems were on the rise, decimating work opportunities for hundreds of millions across the solar system, and causing unimaginable human suffering.
Gonna repair those now. Get the durability. Oh, grapple strength, definitely. 100%. Get the durability. Okay. Still plenty left in this, so let's go and finish the whole buffalo. Oh.
Valuable object accepted for profit.
Oh yeah, you can do that for all of your tools. You can do that for your tools, your suit, your helmet, the scanner, demo charges, everything. And eventually, right at the end, you can you're only paying for the hab rental. You know, like the like living expenses basically. Okay. Let's yank these terminals.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Credit deposited.
I was going to say, are you legitimately stuck? Seriously? it's, it's just wedged in there. Oh my.
Salvage secured. No credit applied.
No, seriously.
Rewards declined.
Seriously. It. There we go. It's just. You know, in all the time I've been playing this, I have never had that happen. I've never had one of those chunks of, you know, like the thruster pod get just wedged in so it couldn't, couldn't go through.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Just goes to show you never really finished learning a game. Oh, I can't cut it. I don't have. You need demo charges to cut through nanocarbon. You know, the laser will never cut through nanocarbon.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
I think that might have been one of the things they changed from like the early access version. You can't upgrade the power of your cutting laser anymore.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Final salvageable. All rewards allocated.
No. There it is. There it is. There you are, you little monkey. Come here. There you go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And this stuff, yeah, you can cut this stuff, but those thruster pods, they are pure nanocarbon. You cannot cut them with a laser. You know, they are solid nanocarbon. You cannot cut them with the laser. You'd need to use demo charges on them, and you don't get those until cert 11.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
There we go. And for the larger ships, yeah, I would need to cut this up into smaller chunks. Yeah, definitely.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay. Food pack.
Material accepted.
Boom. I love watching it just disappear on the structural view, and that's so satisfying. Boop. Yeah. Right. That's an entire thing. Oh yeah, distinctive. Did you know about the there's a little thing back here. There's just a little data drive taped to the back of the hab. It does show up on if you do, I should have shown you before I got it, but if you do this, it does show up as a little grey speck, you know, back here. So you can find it even without like the systems or the objects scanner. But yeah, let me show you. Let me show you its features. If I'm actually allowed to, yeah.
Hello, Shipbreaker.
Oh, here we go.
Got a priority message coming in from corporate. Everyone put down what you're doing and have a listen.
This is unskippable. You cannot skip it.
Balance confirmed. Salvage put together report.
Hush up now, y'all.
This is the recorded message to all missing salvage. Remember a long family. The year has been called California. Excuse me. We're expecting ships are in distress. We'll call representation of your workers. Admin, all top priorities are returning to wartime safety. This is why leaders understand strictly prohibited. Far
Yep.
more comfort. For your own peace of mind. Safeguarding you and your workers, we are introducing Batch 376. Salvage. This
Yeah, that's actually a thing. The developers behind this actually
unauthorized
took inspiration from real life shipbreakers and their working conditions.
company-wide training. Ensure them remember
Because real life shipbreakers actually do have quite a few issues, as it were,
no
or they used to.
Oh yeah.
I know very little about that. Can you?
The more
yeah, any kind of like blue collar level work has, you know, especially in unregulated areas, have a lot of issues with the companies exploiting their work staff. Get, get in there. There you go.
They are going to be checking everything. Salvage logs, transmission records, original pictures. Oh, great. Looks right. Now, let's just try and keep our heads down and weather the storm a bit. Y'all in charge. Right.
Can I go now? Nope. Yep. It's indentured servitude in all but name. Yeah. Yeah. Let me show you the features of that drive that I got off the back of the thing. To Paul Schaefer, interlink can unauthorized address cannot be sent. Hey Dad, I remembered something today. Way back when I was small, before you left the surface, you'd take me with you to the scrapyards. I hated it, and ever did was watch you pick through piles of stuff that I thought was just junk. I couldn't have helped even if I'd tried, but you insisted on bringing me anyways. I think I get why now. Picking these ships apart up here, it's lonely work. I wonder how Mum's doing. Trent, Links Cutter number 67642. But yeah, if you've noticed one thing, you have Links tickets for buying stuff for buying your tools and stuff. But all of the stuff that you need to actually like work in the yard, you pay for using credits, and that adds to your debt. You know, like the oxygen, the tethers, all of that stuff actually costs the dollars, not Links tickets, Links tokens. Force push. Yeah. Yep. Especially if you get like really happy with the demo charges, because those things cost a lot. Right. What do you want? What do you want me to? What do you want to see me break up? Do you want a nomad cargo? Do you want me to take apart a tanker? What do you want to see? Tell me what you want to see. Well, the Javelin tanker. No, that's one of the. I think those and the Atlases, I think, are relatively new. The Mackerel and the Gecko were in like the pre-release version. So yeah, okay. We'll do it. We'll do a Javelin. These things are massive. See, these things are huge.
How y'all holding?
And this is the smallest version.
I can't hear you, Kaido.
Kai, try switching to another frequency and then back again.
Can you hear me now? I hear you. Hey, okay. I have a question. What's this administrator gonna do?
Counter. Waste our time with productivity reports. Oh, they've come here before? Sure.
Oop.
Loads of times. Profits drop, they send someone. Accidents go up, they send someone. Sometimes they just send someone to find out if they need to send someone.
That ain't a big deal, Kai.
You heard right, Paulson. I guess you're just snooping around for neat stuff. Right? Yeah. Gotta be here a week, tops. These types have the attention span of a gopher. Move on pretty quick. Boy, you better come visit sometime on Mars when you're done here.
One day, we'll all go see them gophers. Whatnot. Keep that front of mind and don't sweat nothing. Carry on now. Weaver out.
Ow. Ow, my face. There we go. Okay. You're pressurized? Yes, you're pressurized. Great. Love it. Okay. The way I do these, I'll strip off the ion ring and all of that if I can, because the bigger ones you have to use demo charges on, and sometimes you don't have the demo charges. But these ones I start from the back and work forward. Because there's a quirk with these things. The power is in the front, like all the power cells, the power generator, and all of that. They're in the front section. You disconnect that, you can't do anything in this back section. You know, like cycle the air pressure or disconnect the thruster assemblies or anything like that. So I just got into the habit of just starting at the back, working to the front. Where was that? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There it is. Okay. Brace. Open. That is always slightly terrifying.
Got a tether. Get yourself over to the kiosk and buy some more.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Keep doing that. Alright, open the airlock before you do anything else. There we go. Okay. This is always dicey. Okay. Yeet. Yeet. There we go. Yeah, the Mark II reactors, the Type 2s, are even more intense. Because you have to go through so many more extra hoops to disconnect them safely. That's why I always go from the back to the front with these things. Because especially when you get the Type 2 reactors, yeah. The heck? Okay. Fair enough. There we go. One thing I really love is that the music is dynamic. If you notice, it was starting to get really intense as my oxygen was starting to, like was decreasing. I always love dynamic music in games. Boom. Boom. Right. Yeet. 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 Go that way. You still attached? Yes, you are. You're still attached.
You're looking at roughly 5 minutes left in this ship. Keep on at it.
Yeah, those starters of the game, I think it's because I've left my computer on too long. It's having a few issues. Yeah, this is what I was talking about when I was saying about cutting the scaffolding out of the middle of a javelin. Because normally there's a giant, there's just a giant fuel tank in the middle here. Because this is a low hazard level one, it doesn't have that. But yeah, I've blown myself up more times than I care to admit. Doing stupid stuff. Boom. Pew. Right. Seriously? Hmm. That was not intentional.
Less than 1 minute left, Cutter. You're in the middle of something. It's nigh on time to skedaddle.
Seriously? Jeez. Get out of here. Hold on. I do have the master volume turned down a little bit. Let's turn that up a little. Survey. Is that better? I'd say this ship is another shift. Yeah, this is my first time using OBS. This is my first time streaming in about 7 years, and balancing audio is not one of my skill sets. I have the audio mixer set to maximum, I think. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do something about it. Relatively new computer, yes. Is that better? I've boosted it by a couple decibels.
Goodmorning, Pattern 9346-52. All the team at Linux would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Okay, cool. Right, let's... Ow. Yeah, let's go back out for this one. Ah, that was what was holding it in. Load bearing computer terminal. No. Oh yeah, the last time you played, did the barge keep everything between shifts, or did it clear itself out between shifts? Because it clears itself out between shifts these days. And it's more like a giant bucket instead of a... You know, if you see, is it more of a giant bucket and things float down to the bottom instead of like sticking to the top like they used to? Because they had so many complaints about stuff just bouncing out and, you know, like flying off into the ether. Ow. Okay, that's just too heavy for me to manhandle on my own. Cool. I think that's disconnected as well, so... let's tug that off. Okay. Okay, let's do the front section now. This should still have power, because all of the power systems are in this front section.
Airlock depressurizing.
Now, I'm used to manhandling that thing in, having to rely on the tethers is a little bit harrowing.
Airlock pressurizing.
Yeah, we're fine. It's fine.
Valuable object processed. Medical workstation. Airlock depressurizing.
Oh wow. Oh, new poster. Arigato. Yokozo.
Airlock pressurizing.
Okay. That was unintentional. Ow. Come back here. We're fine. We're fine. We're okay. We're okay.
Airlock depressurizing.
You hear horror strings because I just accidentally depressurized the entire ship. And yeeted it into the stratosphere apparently. You remember that was all the way back here? Yeah, apparently me depressurizing it sent it flying that way. There we go.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Oh, I think that might be on my end.